Let me ask you here, and Secretary Aguirre alluded to this earlier. Sabi niya, he's been in Clark for 5 months. It's a known, it's public record and known to everybody there that there is a casino there and that they're operating a casino there. Is it known publicly there, Attorney Justice Aguirre, Secretary of Justice, na meron talagang tinatawag na internet gambling diyan?
Mr. Chair, the casino was given a permit by the CDC. But I texted Secretary Tugade, and he told me, after consulting with the main officials there at CDC just this morning, that the online gaming operation under Next Game, that's the name of the company, only started in 2014 when I'm already out of the CDC, because I only in CDC from March to August 2013. So the Next Game Corporation of Jack Lam operating the online gaming only started in 2014.
But Jack Lam has been operating here for 10 years.
I think so. That's what I knew. But Jack Lam is a legal locator of Fontana. So there's nothing wrong with the operation of Fontana.
Oh, I never alluded to that. I mean, Jack Lam is known here because he operates in Fort Inocandia. He operates in Clark. He operates also in Cesa.
That's right.
I don't think he operated in the Subic. Or did he?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any knowledge to that effect. But dapat alam natin kung nagkakaroon yan. Hindi ba nagre-request ang labor sa inyo na paki-investigate nyo nga yan? Baka may mga illegal entrance dyan or they're really working as violating our labor laws or international laws on wild slavery? Wala bang ginagawa sa inyo information dyan?
During my time, Your Honor, wala pong request ng DOLE na ganun.
And did you not bother on your own initiative? You're a military officer and you're supposed to take initiative na pagka may mga ganyan, dapat papakailaman niya, titingnan niya, lalo na kayo ang chairman, ang chief ng Commission on Immigration.
I did not take those actions, Your Honor.
That's regrettable because that's been going on for 10 years. Now, let me just ask a little question here concerning etong si Jack Lam. Secretary of Justice, is he violating any law in our country?
By operating that online gaming illegally without any franchise or permit from BAGCOR, that's the prime charge that could be charged against Jack Lam.
So illegal gambling practically, or operating without a license.
That's right, Mr.
And
Chair.
what will be the penalty there should he be convicted?
To be truthful about it, I really don't know the.
Frankly, I don't know myself. I thought you might know because you're the Secretary of Justice. Yes, go ahead, Secretary Escudero. No. That's the rule here. You don't grab a microphone.
Just on that point, Mr. Chairman, Secretary Aguirre, bawal ho yung online gaming? Because they don't have a license from PAGCOR, you said?
That's what we are made aware of. That's why.
That's what who made you aware of, Mr. Secretary?
Well, we are told that his license is from CESA, but
From Cesa?
CESA. CESA.
I raise a point because this might be at the core of this investigation, quite frankly. Number one, you are correct. The license is from CESA. In fact, Mr. Secretary, CESA has an agreement with PAGCOR under the previous administration. Now, whether that agreement is valid or not is beside the point. But the fact that it does not have any license from PAGCOR does not automatically mean that it is automatically illegal as well. Again, Mr. Chair, I raise this point because this might be at the very core of this whole controversy. Are you aware of the CA decision, Mr. Secretary, that the Court of Appeals in the final decision said that online gaming is not under those penalized by PD number 1602?
I am aware of that, and I believe that it is there is controversy surrounding the interpretation of the decision, in fact, the interpretation of the law. So
Is it a final decision?
It must be reviewed. I believe that the laws must be reviewed, and if ever they should be amended in order that it will be made clear to all of us.
Mr. Chairman, again, I raise this point because during the later part of this hearing, probably not today, I will be delving on PAGCOR's role specifically with respect to this, and perhaps it is part of a total approach to the problem that we are faced with right now, because all of them seem to have coincided. Pumasok sila laban kay Jack Lam, may question ng immigration, ang PAGCOR biglang pumasok, gustong lisensyahan lahat, ang PAGCOR nilapitan lahat ng licensees, when in fact they have an existing agreement with CESA. Any problems with that? They should have dealt with either CESA, APECO, or within PAGCOR itself instead of dealing directly already with the licensees. But we will come to that at a later point in time.
Well, you are slated to ask your questions. As I promised you last time, the moment you come in, you'll be the first one to ask. But you don't want to continue now? Or just later on? No, I'm just waiting for any of you to ask a question. Senators, yung kay Jack Lam, so wala pa kayong pinafile kay Jack Lam in reality.
I think there is already a case filed against Jack Lam by our Cybercrime Division of the Department of Justice.
And that is for the operation of internet gambling.
That's correct.
Then are you filing with the others? Ang dami nag-ooperate ng internet gambling. Sino-sino ba nag-ooperate ng internet gambling? Mr. PAGCOR, si... Go ahead, Mr. Ignacio.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Operating under...
Sino po ang nag-ooperate ng internet gambling sa Pilipinas?
For now, under PAGCOR, Mr. Chair, wala pa po. Ang nailabas lamang po naming lisensya ay 35 and in operation ay 26.
Can you submit the list to us?
We will.
Do you have it now?
It is posted in our website, but we will be more than willing to provide the committee with a list.
And while you're on this matter, so wala sa inyo ngayon? Dala mo ba?
One moment, Mr. Chair.
When you come here, please be prepared.
Ito na po, sir.
Yes. By the way, I asked you last time, net earnings of Jack Lam's gaming operations. This is a question by Senator Gatchalian. Presentation of briefing on the online gambling industry. Senator Alan Peter Cayetano asked that. All right? And sigirin ko na kayo lahat, no? Kay Commissioner Morante, information how many undocumented foreigners are arrested by the Bureau of Immigration yearly. Affidavit in connection with the questions raised during the Blue Ribbon Committee.
It's ready for submission already, Your Honor.
Sorry?
It's for submission already, Your Honor. Wala ko po
For
ngayon.
submission is not submission. In other words, this is the classic bureaucratic response. Ginagawa na po. We're working on it. Pero hindi pa tapos.
Nandito po, Your Honor.
Present progressive lang tayo. When you appear here, please send it over, bring it here so we can ask you the questions. If you have it now, give it to the COMSEC. And the COMSEC is directed to make sure that the chair doesn't have to ask these questions. I mean, we should make sure that we have it here. Marami pa tayong hindi tinatanong. So, wala tayong information kay Jack Lam, Mr. Secretary?
What we know is that since he is operating outside of CESA, Cagayan Economic Zone, then he is violating...
Correct, he's violating. Sa CESA pwede siya. Pag lumabas siya, in violation siya.
That's right, Your Honor.
Senator Escudero has a different take on this.
Can I already ask, Mr. Chairman?
Of course you may ask.
My turn. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You have 10 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On this point, may I ask you, Representatives of PAGCOR, what's your legal basis in issuing...
Escudero, para hindi ka na ma-delay, I just have one question. Pardon me. Para matapos ito. Si General Kalima, on December 9, kailan kayo nakita na sa 18 million? Let me ask Mr. Robles. Sabi mo, nakihati, patawa pa. Sabi
that
mo,
was December
dumating
2.
si Sam.
December 2, Your Honor.
Kilala mo ba si Sam? Kilala mo na si Eddie at saka si Sally. Kayong dalawa yun. Ha? Eddie ako, Sally ako, si Patty, dumating rin, pati ako. Ngayon si Sam, dumating, sama ako. Kailan kayo nag-meeting itong mga ito?
December 9.
December 9.
Turn over ho namin sa kanya yung 18 million.
Sabi mo noon, nag-meeting kayo December 1, December 2, December 4, December 9, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
At nangihingi siya na ang kaparte niya.
Nung una, hindi pa ho. Pero nag-start ho yan nung December 8 ng gabi.
December 8 ng gabi.
Oo.
Yun sa sinasabi ni Mr. Robles.
Oho. Nung una
Sa
ho,
nakita mo na yung pinapit ni Mr. Robles.
sinasabi po niya nung una na gusto ko po makatulong. Nung December 1, December 2, at saka...
Pero nakita mo ba yung affidavit ni Mr. Robles? Did he consult you about it?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
So, alright. Mr. Robles, sabi mo, dumating siya, sabi niya, nanghihingi siya, sabi niya, kasi hindi niyo ako sinama eh. Pabiro, sabi niya, yung ba sinabi niya?
That was on December 2, Mr. Chair.
December 2 pa yan.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Patawa, sinasabi niya yan.
Opo.
Seryoso.
Nagpabiro po.
Ano ibig niya sabihin doon? Nagpabiro? Hindi talaga siya nanghihingi.
Hindi pa po nanghingi nun.
Hindi pa. Kailan siya nanghihingi?
Well, wala po personal knowledge kundi narinig ko na po kay Atty. Argusino.
Ano yan?
December 8 po, nung tumawag ho siya sa akin,
Ano sabi niya?
meeting sa Promenade.
Promenade o doon
Yes.
sa kwan? Di ba nagkita
Yellow
kayo doon
Cab
sa
po.
Yellow Cab?
Yes, that's in Promenade.
Oh,
Your Honor.
tapos sa Yellow Cab, nagkita
Oh.
kayo doon sa Promenade. Ano
Yes,
sabi
Your
niya?
Honor. Doon niya ho sinabi na humihingi ho siya. Tapos ang sinabi ho niya may mga pagbibigyan daw po siya.
May pagbibigyan siya.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ulitin mo ang maigi, sigurado yung sinabi niya, ha?
Yes, Your Honor.
Humingi siya dahil may pagbibigyan siya.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Di mo tinanong kung sino?
Sinabi po niya sa akin.
Sino?
Si Commissioner Morente, si Montulfo, si Colonel Chan, at Sumbero, Your Honor.
So yung apat na yan, sinabi niya,
Yes, Your Honor.
na pagbibigyan niya.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano sabi mo?
Nung una, Your Honor, tinatanong ko muna kung para saan yung 18 million. Then nung sinabi niya na kailangan natin to para maayos yung problema kay Montulfo. And then sabi ko, o sige, magkano yung nakikita mo? Sabi, 18 million, pwede na, sir. So meron na po siyang computation. So yun
Sabi niya
yung
po,
reason.
18 million, sir.
Doon ho kami
Sinisir ka niya, sinisir ka niya.
Ang tawag niya sa akin is sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, sige.
And then, dinala ko po nung December 9.
So pumayag ka, bigyan ng 18 million para mapagtayan sila.
Yes, Your Honor, because tinitingnan ko rin ho yung kanyang yung relation niya po kay Sumbero. Kasi nga ho, nung December 1, doon na ho siya nag-start na lumabas eh. Tapos sinasabi niya ho na gusto ko siya makatulong. So yun po yung nangyari. And then December 9 ho, dinala ko ho ng 2 p.m. Kaya po, kung makakapagsalita lang ho sana ako, hindi ho totoo nagka-counterintelligence ho yan. Dahil kung talaga nagka-counterintelligence at naghahanap siya ng ebidensya na merong highest form of evidence na sinasabi niya number 2 and number 3, di sana sinetap niya po kami nung December 9. Kasi ho, humingi na siya ng 18 million nung December 8, ilang oras po yung nakalipas. Dahil alam niya ho na dadaling ko yung 18 million, ba't hindi po kami inaresto? So afterthought lang po yan, Your Honor. Talagang binablackmail po kami.
Just because pinakitaan kayo, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Meron ako namin sila. That's because pinakitaan na kayo nung tape ng conversation niyo, di ba?
Nagsimula na po yan nung December...
Saan kinuha yung tape ng conversation niyo? December 1, December 2, December 4?
Wala po siyang pinapakita nun, Your Honor. Sinasabi lang, meron akong mga recordings.
December 8.
December 1 po, December 1. And then sinabi rin niya ho sinabi sa akin ni Attorney Robles, ganun din daw ho yung sinabi. Sinabi rin niya ho sa akin, kayo kasi hindi niyo ako sinasama. And then December 4 ho, in-invite ho kami doon sa kanyang Motec, yung kanyang talyer. Tapos pinarinig ho yung kanyang conversation with Wally Sumbero. Wally Sombero ho na wala pa ho si Mon Tulfo.
Mm.
So, nung December 4 ho yun, basically yun lang po yung nangyari. Pinapakita ho niya na
Alam
alam niya yung
sinasabi niyo sa akin na wiretapping, na wiretap niya yung conversations niya.
Meron po siyang sinasabi na na-recordan, pero hindi ko po narinig yun.
Hindi ba pinarinig sa inyo yung Commissioner Morente?
May mga pinarinig po at pinakita, but hindi ko nakikita yung, because sila yung nag-uusap.
Wiretap lang.
I am not sure, Your Honor.
But you heard it.
I heard snippets of the conversation kasi
What did you hear? The snippets that you hear?
I think conversations lang, Your Honor. I cannot recall the exact.
And you were not, hindi mo pinansin?
Hindi, Your Honor. I was signing them the most of the documents usually comes in the
To you,
afternoon.
General. Two questions. Nag-wiretap ka, anong wiretap mo?
Sir, I did not wiretap, Your Honor.
Ano yung pinarinig mong conversation sa kanila?
I just showed them some of the evidence that we gathered, and yung iba dun, Honor, sinasaywar ko na lang sila. Kasi yung nangyari po, yung sinasabi ni dating Associate Commissioner Argusino na hindi ako nagka-counterintelligence operation. Yun po kasing approach namin dito sa extortion case nito is hindi naman po pwedeng open investigation, natatanungin namin sila kasi mga abogado naman mga ito, hindi naman sila magsasabi sa amin. So we conducted yung tinatawag na namin na counterintelligence operation using
Yes.
yung tradecraft, yung kukunin namin ang loob nila.
Excuse me po. Were you aware of that he was conducting counterintelligence operations, Commissioner Morante?
I was aware, Your Honor, even on day one, nung sinabi ko niya na may mga umaareglo, that was November 25, he recommended to me that we conduct CI operations to identify sino-sino po itong involved. Kasi mga unidentified pa. But just to be fair, since we assumed meron ako kaming counterintelligence plan, it was part of the three-pronged program na ginawa ko nung pumasok ako as the
Yeah, of course,
immigration chief.
every office has a counterintelligence plan. But in this particular case, nung hinuli niya yan, lumapit siya sa inyo, sabi niya, magkakaroon siya ng counterintelligence dito sa dalawang ito.
Yes,
Or
Your Honor.
some people involved.
Yes, Your
Sinabi ba niya yung dalawang ito kagad?
Hindi pa, Your Honor.
So, hindi niya alam.
Hindi pa ho. Nalaman ho namin ito. I was informed na nung, I think November 30, there was a entrapment operations. And he told me na, General Kalima told me na it was against the two associate commissioners.
Kaya lang,
Kaya lang hindi na ho natuloy and
dahil,
I'm not sure po siya ang
dahil,
makakapagsabi po.
General,
Was already in media declaring po na merong bribery attempt against him from the camp of Yaklam.
akala ko hindi natuloy dahil hindi sila dumating.
Hindi po, dumating po sila. In fact,
Sino sila?
si
Argusino?
dating associate Commissioner Argusino, Sir, and Robles, nakipag-meeting sila ulit doon sa kina Mr. Sumbero. And,
Yan ba yung sa Diamond?
yes, sir. Nung November 30 na, sir.
Yes.
And doon po yung nagde-demand na sila ng pangalawa ulit na bigay ng 50 million. Dahil lang sabi nila, kailangan daw kaliwaan, kompleto yung 100 million para masimulan nila ma-release yung 600 po. Pero hindi na nga natuloy po dahil
So they made that demand to Wally Sombero on December 30.
yes, sir, for the demand for the release of the second 50 million, sir. To complete yung 100 million na demand nila para
And when did you find that out? From Wally Sombero?
Yes, sir.
So nagdagdagan pa?
Opo, kasi ang dinidemand nga po nila is 150 million. Yung 50, kinuha nila noong 26. Na eventually, na-release sa kanila noong madaling araw noong 27. And then, that was a Sunday. Wednesday, nagde-demand po ulit sila ng another 50 million. Ang sabi nga nila is, that would complete yung 100 sana para they will start releasing yung 600. And the remaining 700 out of the 1,316 ay nagde-demand po ulit sila ng another 50 million.
I will get back to you. Again, I request the pardon of Senator Escudero. Very important. Mr. Robles, you said you went there sa Diamond Hotel. Hindi
Yes,
ka
Mr.
nakisama, ang nag-usap lang si Argusino.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Payosi-yosi ka lang. Kasi
Yes, Mr.
radio
Chair.
ka.
Actually, lumalabas
Hindi mo
pa
tinanong
ako.
kung ano nangyari.
Tinanong ko po nung huli, tinanong ko po siya kung ano nangyayari. Ano bang sinasabi ni Mr. Sombero about doon sa binigay sa kanya?
Oh.
Ay sabi niya po, wala raw po talaga. Tinatanong ko nga po kung para saan at kung kanino nang galing. Actually,
So, hindi mo alam kung nanghingi siya pa ng additional 50 million.
hindi ko po alam yun.
So, that is why wala nangyari doon sa meeting na yun. Wala kang tinanong. Ano nangyari?
Yun lang po, ang tinanong ko lang po.
Tatanong ka, bakit hindi niya binabanggit yung pera?
Opo.
Tinanong mo yan, di ba?
Tinanong ko po.
Ba't hindi niya binabanggit yung pera? So, sa madaling sabi, dinala ka niya doon, sinama ka niya doon, kaya lang ayaw mo makisiksik doon, ayaw mo masabot, kaya lumalabas ka, inayaan mo siya, maaaring totoo yung sinasabi ni Gerald Calima. I'm not saying it's true. Maaaring totoo.
Naalin po, Mr.
Na wala nangyari nga eh.
I have no, wala po
Sabi
ako.
niya, dumating kayo doon, nanghingi kayo ng another 50 million,
Hindi po totoo na hihingi kami ng another.
paano mo nalaman, lumalabas ka mo eh.
Hindi, ako po. Kung
Kaya
kasi
nga.
pagkakasabi niyan kami, eh hindi naman ako kasali doon.
Kaya nga, paano mo malalaman? Dahil palabas-pasok ka mo eh. Kung totoo yung sinasabi mo.
Ako po,
Punta
hindi
kayo
po.
sa Diamond. Ano pala nangyari sa biyahe nyo sa Diamond? Hotel.
Crown Plaza po, Your Honor, yung sinasabi po ni General Calima.
Crown Plaza ba yun o
So,
Diamond?
this is the second demand request nila sa yung extortion demand nila sa that was on November 30. Kasi yung first meeting, sir, was on November 26 sa City of Dreams, sir. Doon, sir, yung ibinigay sa kanila yung 50 million. And then they again met with Sombero and yung Chinese, yung representative, Sir Jack Lam, on November 30. That was the time that they were asking for the,
Let me just repeat the sequence. Sana binabago nyo eh. Kay Robles ito galing ha. December 26, 27, nagbigay ng pera. Sa 27 ng gabi, nagpunta sila sa Dasmariñas. Nilagay niya yung pera doon sa kotse. December 28, nagpunta kayo sa Diamond Hotel, correct? Don't just dump it to me. Just give it to me.
November 28,
November
Mr. Chair.
28, Diamond Hotel. Tama. Oh. Ano nangyari dyan? I was reluctant to go, but I still went to the place. You are the reluctant gentleman. Palagi ka reluctant. Pag nandun ka, lumalabas ka. Kaya parang napapasok ka. Kaya sabi ko, para kang Junior Brad, sunod-sunuran ka lang. Di ba? Sunod-sunuran ka lang. Di ba totoo yan? Ayaw mo naman ito mangyari, di ba?
Yes,
Sumusunod ka lang sa kanya, di ba? Kung ano gawin niya, sabay ka lang na sabay.
Kung ganun po yung binibigay ng incident or facts,
Ano? Excuse me?
if that would be the impression, Mr. Chair,
No. What is your testimony to that fact? Am I telling you the truth when I say, ayaw mo makihalo, sumasama ka lamang, you are an innocent passenger, sinasama mo yung senior brad mo, at wala ka talagang, hindi ka kasama, itinuturo mo siya talaga.
hindi po, sinasamahan ko po siya in courtesy dun sa request niya.
But you knew damn well and good, you took money already. You know damn well and good, after you took the money, on the following day, Argusino asked you to give him back the money. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So stop lying! You went again to Diamond Hotel, correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And then you went in and out. Nothing happened. And then according to General Calima, you went again to, ano hotel yan? Crown.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Where there was supposed to be a request from him, or a demand from him, dagdagan nyo 100 million, 50 million, para maging 100 million, kaliwaan, para mailabas yung 600. Of course, you didn't know about that again, because you were the reluctant partner, weren't you?
Yes,
You
Mr.
don't want to
Chair.
be involved, don't you?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So you really don't want to be involved, but you knew something was going on. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair, but
Tama! Tama! Alam mo may nangyayari, you didn't do anything about it.
I was asking him, Mr. Chair, because he has the control and I defer to his discretion. According to him, he was conducting evidence, conducting
And
investigation.
you believe that?
Yes, Mr. Chair,
If you
because
believe that, you're a lawyer. When something happens, could you not have arrested him right away that he bribed you? A crime was being perpetrated.
Mr. Chair, according to him,
Would you not have reported that to the Secretary of Justice right away?
I was
And
asking
you
him,
didn't have to bring it home, you transported with the money, put it in a car, and then you transferred the money the following day, and then you met again, and then finally on December 13, nung nagkabukuhan na, doon kayo nag-file ng kaso.
no, Mr.
Are you trying
Chair.
to make me believe you're stupid? Are you trying to convince me you're really stupid and that you're not a reluctant passenger? Tell me!
I want to say, what will I say if you're...
What will you say? Tell the truth.
Mr. Chair, he told me that he was conducting investigation, and I asked him, what kind of investigation are you conducting?
Oh, you're a lawyer. What kind do you think?
He mentioned that he was conducting an investigation against Jack Lang for violation of human trafficking because there are several minors that were arrested
Several
during that time.
minors.
Yes,
And you
Mr. Chair.
got 50 million, and you're telling him he's conducting an investigation, and you don't want to report it? Come on! You are a sap. You are beginning to be a sap here. I'm not insulting you. I'm trying to help you. If you know what's going on, say so. Because malinaw na sumasabay ka lang. Dapat magsalita ka na. At nagsalita ka na. Hindi ko na kailangan papahabain to. If you were in court, you'll be part and parcel as a principal.
I'm sorry
Correct?
for that.
We took the same law, the same theories, the same doctrines. Yes or no?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Chair, we
No,
took
so
the same-
I expect your cooperation. If I were you, you will go to somebody and you will tell us what had really happened. Although I really don't need it anymore. You are seen on television and you're still trying to whistle yourself out of here. You can no longer skunk out of here.
I'm not. I'm just narrating my way.
I know. And I pity you. Maawa ko sa iyo eh. Nagpapauto ka. Tama ba yan? Nagpapauto ka? Answer me.
If that is the impression of
No,
my
no, 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 no.
situation.
You be honest with yourself. To thine own self, be true.
I am deferring to his judgment, Your Honor.
You are deferring. That is the problem. The ties that bind. You defer to somebody even if he's doing something wrong. That's how our country goes awry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to insult you, but I'm trying to help you out, and if you're smart, you will help. And I think it's already obvious sa lahat na nakikinig na ikaw ay sumasabay ka lang, kunyari hindi ka sumasama, sinabi na dyan, punta kayo sa... Nakita na kayo sa TV, pumunta kayo doon, sabi mo, hindi ko alam kung anong pinag-usapan. You're a lawyer. Alam mo, oh, kasi may gagawin siya. Ano yung gagawin niya? Di ba? I know how you feel. Believe you me, I am conscious about your future. I know how you feel. Alam ko. Now, tama ba yung sinasabi ko? Is that something that we can conclude? Pupunta ka doon, hindi mo alam ang nangyayari, pero sige lang, senior sa akin, bahala siya, tama yun?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And you did not expect na may lang kalokohan nangyayari na hindi siya nangihingi, hindi mo alam yun?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Alam mo lang hingi.
Hindi ko po alam.
Hindi mo alam. Oh,
Kasi
sige.
hindi ko po narinig at hindi ko naman alam yung
You
mga
did not even
pinag-usapan
suspect
nila.
that?
According to him, misconduct.
No, I'm asking you.
I might have.
You
Yes,
might have.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. You were not aware of the CCTV?
I was aware, Mr. Chair.
Of course. You look like a smart young man. So you should be smart and say what is in your heart, not what convention and fraternity binds are trying to force you into perdition. Papunta ka, ikaw ang kasama, and you're left with the empty bag. Pinabalik pa nga yung pera sa'yo. Hindi mo nakikita? Come on, you're smarter than that.
Mr. Chair, I don't know. I'm just deferring to his judgment. Ayoko na pong makialam dun sa mga bagay na kung ano yung mga pinag-uusapan nila. He was just requesting more for my presence and gusto ko rin naman pong malaman kung ano ba talaga yung, kasi nga po, nandun din po ako. So gusto ko malaman anong plano niya doon.
I understand,
Mr. Chair.
and that's very sad. I commiserate with you, really, believe this or not, I sympathize with you. Because dapat, it's time to man up. Because it's time to man up. Now, General Kalima, my final question. Bakit mo inuwi yung pera, 18 million?
Your Honor, yung unlike po yung nangyari sa kanila na noong November 27 nakuha nila yung pera and they just admitted it to the SOJ I think December 10 or 13. Yung sa akin po pagka dala nila nung ebidensya including yung bag na nakikita nga namin kanina na doon mismo yung nakalagay yung pera na binigay sa akin ay inireport ko kagad po kay General Morente.
When did you report it?
Noon din pong 9 and then 10 po ay nag-meeting kami ulit and then ang binigay nga na instruction sa akin is to brief the Secretary of Justice at yan din naman po ang ginawa ko. So there was no lull from the time na hinawakan ko po yung ebidensya hanggang doon sa
December 9.
pag-report na sana po namin kay SOJ.
December 10, report mo kay Commissioner Morante.
Opo.
December
10 din po.
10, salita na si Secretary Aguirre. Ganun ba?
That I communicated with the SOJ po na they wanted to meet him because I wanted to brief him nga sana kung ano yung buong pangyayari so that I can brief him para makita ng SOJ kung ano yung ginagawa ng dalawang associate commissioners namin who are supposed to be in the forefront ng anti-corruption drive namin. Tapos sila naman itong involved. But unfortunately, I was not given the chance anymore to present to the SOJ po.
I have a lot more questions. I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody who's watching. Kaya lang, inahabol po natin maigi ito. Wala akong personal ito. I just have to ask this question of Secretary Aguirre. Hindi ako mapalagay ang aking kaisipan dito. Pinag-uusapan natin ito kanina pa si Sombero. Sombero seems to be a very prominent figure in the Bureau of Immigration. He's able to conduct lectures. He's able to talk to you. He's able to talk to these people and make them follow him like a sheepdog. Following him like a lapdog, going to the casino, maghihintay ng 8 oras and letting him get away with it. These guys, I suppose, were still negotiating with him after 8 hours. Mukhang maluwag ang hawak natin. And that's not meant to know. I know hindi mo lang malalaman lahat yan. Alam ko hindi mo lahat malalaman kung ano nangyayari. But ang hindi ko lang maintindihan. Kanina pa tayo nag-hearing dito. Tatabihin ko na sana sa inyo kanina pa ito. Pero tatabihin ko ngayon. Bakit hindi nyo sinabi na meron kayong order, na meron kayong custodial protection na ibinigay under protective custody yang si Sombero? At hindi kaya si Sombero talaga umaalis? I will hold that guy in contempt. I will go after him because nakikinig siya dito, I know. You know why I know, sir? Because right after the last investigation, I got interviewed by Channel 2, by ABS-CBN. Ano sabi? Sumasagot si Sombero. In other words, para hindi niya alam ko, nakikinig siya, para pagdating niya rito, buo na yung kwento. Now, I ask you now, bakit ngayon nyo lang sinabi na, hindi nyo sinabi sa amin, na hawak na pala ng NBI itong si Sombero? At paano nakakalabas yan kung under protective custody ninyo yan?
Actually po, sinabi ko na kanina yan, na hindi ko alam na pumasok na pala yan doon sa NBI. They accepted Sombero without informing me or without prior clearance from me. So, when I was asked whether...
Galit ba kayo sa NBI ngayon?
No.
O, ano pala?
We have good relationship with NBI.
Hindi kayo magagalit sa NBI? Tinago sa inyo isang material witness? Kung Sombero is there?
Actually po, hindi ko naman... I think it's not within my power na they could do it. In other words, they could accept Sombero without informing me, without getting permission from me. So, when I came to know that Sombero was there in the protective custody, I went to the NBI and talked to Sombero.
You know, sir, I was also Secretary of Tourism and I had attached agencies with me. And I made sure they reported to me every day. They told me everything that is going on. Because ayoko makakatch ako na hindi ko alam ang nangyari. Up to now, in the Red Cross, I get calls every day. I can tell you, as mayor, I do the same thing every day when I was mayor. And that is why I'm surprised why something as material as that was not told to us in candor. That's why I asked you earlier. I already hinted, please talk to us in candor. Because I respect you a lot. I have no reason to suspect you. I just want you to explain this particular scenario. Bakit nandun na pala siya, hindi nyo pa sinasabi sa amin?
I was very candid about this committee, Your Honor. When Sombero sought protective custody of the NBI, I think it is not my obligation to inform this Senate. I believe that the NBI could take care of Sombero, even without any approval from the Department of Justice.
Well, I agree with you on that, but isn't that a matter of courtesy at the very least, or a matter of obligation? I think you're very cavalier with the word obligation. We're conducting an investigation here. I don't enjoy this. This is the taxpayers' money that we're spending here. We're feeding people here. We're asking you questions. Your time is precious. We want to get over it. Something as material as that should have been told us. That's all I'm saying.
I apologize for that. But if I ask that question, I see no reason why I should not tell this committee.
Well, you told us already, after you were asked. And you were not aware that the NBI held it. And if I were you, I'd call the NBI to task.
To be fair to the NBI, I was told of Sombero's presence there about 1 day after he sought protective custody.
Now, Director, alam niyo na hinahanap namin si Sombero. I'm not gonna let you off the hook. Alam niyo na hinahanap namin dito. Sinabi rito, nagpunta doon, may sakit. You should know that. He's under your protective custody. Bakit din niyo sinabi sa amin?
Last January, Your Honor, January 9, to be exact, 2017, lawyer Attorney Contacto had written us a letter, in effect, allowing Mr.
Would you mind coming closer to the microphone, please?
requesting that...
My ears are very virginal.
Okay. Requesting that Sombero be allowed to leave because he will be under for medical reasons, Your Honor.
So may letter sila sa inyo.
Opo, sir.
Again, that was concealed upon us. Why do I have to get a letter from Sombero?
We did not conceal this matter, Your Honor.
Well,
We were not, as Your Honor.
You were not informed. We were investigating and you're not offering any support to us? We don't have the NBI. We don't have any policemen with us.
This is the first time, Your Honor, that we were called.
Anyway, sinasabihan lang kita,
Po.
dahil pinipintasan ko kayo, dahil kung naging investiga rito, alam nyo pala na hawak yung Sombero, dapat sinabihan nyo kami.
Opo.
Are you getting this second hand and the gentleman beside you knows everything?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Oh, why don't you answer? Don't let your boss be embarrassed here.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, honorable members.
Can you speak a little louder, please?
Mr. Sombero sought the protective custody of the NBI last November.
Be careful.
December 8.
December 8.
December 8. For reason that, according to him, he is being hunted by General Bato. So, considering that we received an order from the Department of Justice ordering the NBI to conduct investigation on the alleged bribery in the Immigration Commission, so we deem it proper to accept Sombero's request so that we can get information from him.
And out of departmental courtesy, did you not come to your mind to tell General Bato, boss, testigo namin yan. Bakit yun naman huli yan? Testigo namin yan. Kailangan pa namin protective custody yan.
Your Honor, please, I am not in a position to do that to
Well, you
the
know,
General. I have my boss.
You are
we
not
have
an
the
ordinary citizen, sir. Maybe I can believe that from a citizen that is oppressed every day by all the kalokohan appearing to us na natatakot sa pulis kung magkamisan, natatakot sa drug pusher. You are not helpless. So do not tell me about that. I will not take that.
Sorry for that, Your Honor.
It is your duty to have told your boss to tell General De La Rosa, sir, meron kaming hawak dito. Testigo namin yan. May bribery kaming iniimbestiga. Huwag yun ang huntingin. Eh ngayon, umalis pa. Nanonood dyan, nakikinig sa atin yan doon sa Singapore. Baka hindi sa Singapore yan, baka nandiyan lang sa tabi-tabihan. By the way, can you give me the date when Mr. Sombero departed from the Philippines?
January 17, Your Honor.
You have that?
Yes, Your
Oh
Honor.
my goodness. When you want to, you can produce it, right?
Yes,
January
Your Honor.
17.
Yes, Your Honor.
So he's been in Singapore since January 17.
I believe so, Your Honor. I'm not aware of where he is, but he left on January 17th.
Right, okay, thank you. Go ahead, please. Sir?
Yes, sir. With the presence of Sombero, he propounded that he is willing to give
Testimony.
all testimony. And true enough, we asked him to give a statement. And we waited for his lawyer, Attorney Contacto, to get to the NBI, and Attorney Contacto arrived the following day, which is December 9. His statement took us 2-3 days.
Do you have his affidavit already?
We have his judicial affidavit.
You do have his judicial affidavit.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you send us a photocopy of that?
We have that in our file, Your Honor. We included that in the case that we filed with the Ombudsman, Your Honor.
Yeah, but don't you think you should give me a copy? Or you can send it a copy? We're investigating it.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Good judgment. Next time you will not forget that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Proceed.
Then, after the narration, we validated it through the CCTV footages that were taken from the City of Dreams. As in fact, all the testimony of Sombero tallied with that of the one shown in the CCTV footages.
I apologize. My fault. My staff had it. It was not shown to me. It is my responsibility. All right. I have the fact that you had your NBI that he has been under official custody of the NBI, protective custody of the NBI. I apologize to all of you, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir. You are.
So, the status of the case is that Sombero is part of your main witness against these two gentlemen in the Ombudsman?
Yes, Your Honor. From the very start of his testimony.
And is General Kalima part of the principal witness?
We summoned General Kalima during our investigation together with the Commissioner Morente, and we also sent a summon to the two commissioners, Argusino and Robles, but they requested that they be given 15 days within which to answer, to submit their counter affidavit.
So he doesn't have an affidavit yet, a judicial affidavit?
No, they did not submitted.
And then you think that would bolster your case?
What we get is their statement used when they filed the case at the Parañaque.
By the way, my apology is limited to the fact that we were aware that he was under official protective custody of the NBI. Although I personally was not aware of that, the staff was aware of that, and I was not told that. All right? Okay, so General, hindi ba nyo sinasagot, ba't yung inuwi yung pera?
Sir, yung dire-diretso na nga sir yung yung pangyayari because I was supposed to present this to the SOJ. Pero sabi ko na nga po, unfortunately, hindi naman ako nabigyan ng pagkakataon. So what we did was to start preparing the case against the two associate commissioners.
Were you aware that the NBI was already filing a case against them?
Hindi pa po.
And did you think that if you were aware now, you would tell them that you have some testimony? Inibitata kayo, di ba?
Opo, but that was the fact-finding committee po na create ni Secretary of Justice Aguirre po.
Hindi ko maintindihan kung minsan ng gobyerno natin may fact-finding, may preliminary investigation, ang dami-daming para sa pulis, pero ang dami kaya matagal ang proseso, kaya naiinip ang tao sa atin eh. So, are you going to testify against them?
Yes, sir. In fact, I have already filed a case against them for plunder, sir, and it's now pending at the Ombudsman. I already appeared at the Ombudsman for preliminary investigation.
All right. Again, I apologize to my colleagues here. Senator Escudero, thank you very much for your patience. You are on tag now. Thank you.